Hey guys, it's Hoofbeats or Heartbeats here, and I'm making this video to talk about horse pet peeves. Like I said in my intro video, I'll probably make multiple of these videos because the more you live in the horse world, the more you find more pet peeves. So, I just have a couple that I want to talk about today, but I guess I'm going to have kind of like a list of stuff to talk about. So, yeah, my first one is when people don't treat their horses the way they deserve to be treated, or they take their horses for granted. Like, people that have really good show horses and they treat them really badly. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I don't have the best show horses in the world, but I still treat them like they are. Like, I brush them every time before I ride them. Just take really good care of them health-wise, too. Like, people that don't take good care of their horses, like, healthy side also kind of bugs me a little bit, because it's like they could get really sick and it's not a good thing. But yeah, and just like when they're constantly ripping on their mouth and stuff like that can really hurt the horse, and they don't know how it feels to the horse, and they don't know like why the horse is misbehaving or whatever. I mean, my horses act bad all the time. I mean, horses do it, but you have to learn how to respond to that correctly and not, just beat them to death all the time. Like, if my horses do anything wrong, I usually just correct them just a little bit and then move on with it. Like, I don't spend a whole lot of time getting onto them for that one thing, because eventually they're just going to forget and be like, why am I getting beat? And so usually I just correct them and then move on. Like, do something else. Go try to do whatever I was trying to do again, or whatever. Like, just, if you're going to get onto them, make it quick and don't make it too, like, insane. Like, I have spurs. Like, I ride in spurs because my horse, Bling, is spur trained. Like, English, I don't need spurs as much, but, like, Western, I need them a lot to, like, pick her up and stuff. But a lot of people overuse spurs, and that's very frustrating. And, yeah. So I'm going to move on to the next one. And my next one is money. As any of you equestrians know, this sport is all about money. The more money you have, the more important you are, the better horse you have. Well, better horse, like, it just annoys me when people think that they're better riders than some other people because they have the more expensive horse. But in reality, like, somebody might, like, not even know how to ask their horse to do a lead change when somebody else knows how to ask their horse to do a lead change in 3 different ways. Like, their horse has 3 different buttons or whatever. I never heard of that. But, what I mean is, like, there are people that ride really well. Like, really, really well, and are really, like, patient and just really good all-around riders. But they might not have the most expensive show horse that's going to win every class. Versus people that don't really know what they're doing, but think they do because their horse is doing it for them, kind of. Yeah. But that's really annoying. And they, like, their horse, like, they just keep buying horses when I'm like, what's wrong with the one that you had before? And blah, blah, blah. Like, all that kind of stuff bugs me. And my next one is know-it-alls. People that think they know everything about every horse and blah, blah, blah. Like, a lot of people actually think that every horse works the same way. And I'm like, were you dropped on your head as a baby? Probably not. You were probably freaking thrown if you think every horse works the same way. Like, I mean, even my 2 horses, Bling and Delight, Bling is all leg. She doesn't like it when you pick on her face at all. So, like, she rather you steer with your legs before you put pressure in her mouth. Versus Delight is more handsy, because she's a barrel horse, so, well, I guess that's not an excuse, but she's more handsy. She's used, but, like, any kind of light pressure with your hands, she's, like, on it. Like, you barely pull. Like, pull your pinky on the rein, and she, like, whips around in a circle. Like, she's super sensitive, but she also prefers you to use your hands, but, like, she kind of knows leg, because ever since I started teaching Bling legs, like, steering with your legs, moving away from pressure and stuff, I just kind of, like, instinctively did it with Delight, too. And so Delight kind of knows it, but she knows hands better. And it's just like, horses are all different. And, like, some horses freak out at certain things that other horses are, like, bulletproof, you know? Like, it's, like, not every horse is the same. And, like, not beating the crap out of every horse is going to make every horse do the same thing, you know? And it's just frustrating. Okay, next one is rule makers. I kind of just thought of this one on the top of my head. It's kind of like when people, you know, we have rules at our barn where it's like, you have to wear your helmet, you know, wear your helmet when you're on a horse, blah, 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 if you're under 21. And we also have a 4-H club. So in our 4-H club, we have a president, and our president is, you know, she's awesome, blah, blah, blah. Everybody in our 4-H club is amazing. But, you know, there's always those people that are like, you know, here, let me think of an example real quick. It's like our helmet rule. There we go. Our helmet rule. We're not allowed to wear, like, we're not allowed to not wear a helmet unless we're over 21. If we're over 21, we can do whatever the heck we want to. But if we're under 21, we have to wear a helmet whenever we're riding, not just when we're jumping or anything. But apart from that, our like, say someone that was like 19, almost 21, but not quite, okay, but she still has to wear a helmet. Say that she was pressing the rule on us that are like 15 and 16 because we didn't want to wear a helmet, but she was pressing the rule on us, and then she'd show up in the arena without a helmet on, and like, we're just sitting there, we're like, what the heck? You were just telling us to wear it because we're under 21, but you're under 21, you're still wearing it. Like, I don't get it, but that's frustrating too. On to the next one, and the last one is complainers / pity parties. People who expect me to pity them really annoy me, especially in the horse world, because they're like, oh my gosh, I just had this horrible fall, you know. I mean, sure, I understand, broke your leg, I'm sorry, but you're in the horse world, okay? You ride horses, you're gonna get hurt. Like I don't understand. That makes me sound insensitive, but I mean, I don't understand why people think that I'm gonna pity you because you fell off your horse. I fall off all the time, and I don't expect people to pity me. You know? Like, it's like, I'm like, oh, oops, I did something stupid, and I ended up on the ground. Where people are like, oh my gosh, my horse took off bucking, and I'm like, you know, I bet you money you spurred your horse too hard, so it decided to take off bucking. Or something like that. Like they blame their horse, and then they expect you to pity them for getting hurt, and I'm like, I'm not going to pity you. First of all, even if it was the horse's fault, which 9 times out of 10 it's not, even if it was the horse's fault, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna pity you because you got hurt, because everybody's gonna get hurt in this industry. I'm not gonna waste my time on that. I have things to do, okay? But, yeah, that was I'm running out of time here. That was my horse pet peeves number 1. I'm probably not gonna put that, but, this was my hoofbeats of heartbeats horse pet peeves. Like the longer version of the video. I know I put a couple on my Instagram account, but that's about it. And yeah, I'm actually gonna go. I have another video that I made of riding, and then I made this one. I'm gonna go make another tack haul video because I cleaned all my tack last night. Well, most of it. But anyway, I'm gonna go make that video real quick, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.